Thus, if we have the things which are necessary for our physical lives and the things which are needed for our spiritual lives, we should be content, for they are sufficient for meeting our main needs. Medicine would fall under the food category, okay? That's one thing that, it's a necessary thing at times. You have to, unless you're in the church of, what is the church that doesn't take medicine? Not Scientology, Christian Science, I think is what it is. I think it's Christian Science. They don't take medicine, okay? And the Jehovah's Witnesses don't take certain medicines. And you know what? My argument with people like that, I even people will email me and they'll say, it's not good to take medicine, and we should trust in God and this and that. But listen, God gave us minds to use. And if there is a certain herb that will help your stomach, then take the herb, right? If there is a certain vine that they find in the Amazon rainforest that the people have taken and it takes care of their glaucoma, which they've found, then why wouldn't you do that, right? I mean, we have brains for a reason. God has given us certain things in the world for us to figure out, okay? So I'm not one of these anti-medicine people at all. You won't hear me saying that. There are certain medicines I completely disagree with and certain supposed remedies that I disagree with. But anyway, I'm not anti-medicine at all. But it would go kind of under the food category and what Paul is saying here. The Bible would fall under our clothing category because it's a moral issue, all right? The first attends to our physical needs, the medicine. The second attends to our spiritual needs. Okay, it's the spiritual medicine. That's where we go. This is the apothecary for our souls. If we want to go there and we want to read it, and we're going to get our spiritual nourishment, okay? And understanding what things are actually necessary to meet these needs, we can discover which things are actually superfluous in our lives. And you can also find that out very quickly by being flooded, okay? That was superfluous after all. I really didn't need that, okay? And I'm not going to replace it. There are some things that I have bought to replace because they make life. Hot water heater goes a long way. I'm going to tell you that. Hot water heater goes a long way. It was, you got electrocuted by it, okay? I kept getting electrocuted days and days later. All the water was cleaned up. It was all dry, and I found out why. It's because the inside of the hot water heater, they put that fiber, the stuff in your wall. What's it called?
Fiberglass.
Fiberglass. Okay, they put it in there as it stays wet, and so it was creating its own what do you call it? Lack of ground.
Right.
And that's why we kept getting electrocuted. I mean, literally, I shocked myself so badly, I thought my heart was going to stop. It got so bad, and so I turned it off. I said, Hideko, don't go near that. Don't turn on that switch. So
somebody turned it on.
Well, yeah, when you were there. I'm saying later. You weren't as important. You were earlier on in the yeah.
Because Jose was there, and he's like, "Man, you okay?" And I'm standing for 3 seconds shaking.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. But no, at the time, I didn't know that was happening. That's why it was on. But then you said you got electrocuted, and then I needed it to have hot water that night, so I turned it on, and I forgot to turn it back off. And so that's when I got myself. But I couldn't figure out, why is it doing this? It's because the internal was causing its own lack of ground.
But I was content. I had food and clothing at the time.
And a good electric charge, so you were in good shape. Okay, anyway, let's see here. Yeah, it is those things that we need to not give great priority to, meaning the superfluous things. Oh, we got 3 minutes. Instead, if we have them, we can and should be grateful for them, like the hot water heater, but we should not let them consume who we are, okay? Like